evening. I'm Karen Bordelot, Deputy Executive Editor of the Providence Journal. On behalf of the Providence Journal, Leadership Rhode Island, and Rhode Island College, greetings and welcome to the Publick Occurrences Forum, War on Terror Coming Home. This is the last of 3 Publick Occurrences forums this fall, all designed to provide a 360-degree view of critical issues that face our state today. The first panel, Coming Home, Mental Illness. Panelists include Sergeant John M. Duramo. Sergeant John M. Duramo, retired, served in the Rhode Island Army National Guard for approximately 20 years.
When I first came home, and I sought treatment at the VA, when I first came home, there was a lot of red tape, and me and several friends of mine were down there, and as we were going through the red tape, some of them got very discouraged, and they left, and I feel that at the time, you know, they earned and deserved to be treated, and they never went back. Myself, I got discouraged, and with some pushing from Dr. Stody, I ended up going back and I started getting treatment.
It is not easy to transition home or to ask for help. If you recognize a veteran is in need, please encourage them to come to the VA. We are here to serve our veterans and offer them the best quality care possible. We recognize there is always room for improvement and would like to hear from you as to what is or is not working.
I want to say that to John and Wayne, it's been great that you are bringing this up to the forefront, again, having these cover stories on the Providence Journal. It's important that we all remain aware of the sacrifices that veterans and their families have made for us. So if you've read the stories and been watching or listening to the news at all lately, mental health difficulties are clearly a significant challenge for people coming back from current deployments. Post-traumatic stress disorder is just one of the many difficulties that people experience after coming home in relationship to exposure to combat traumas, as well as the wear and tear of long and repeated deployments. To a large extent, I think some of the past wars have been more of a shared experience, and the current conflicts are really on the shoulders of a very small percentage of the population. So I think as a larger community, we really have to come together and support veterans in any way we can.
I have often been asked, when did I notice the changes in John's behavior? And I can honestly tell you that although there were subtle changes when he first returned home from Cuba, the real changes happened when he returned home from Iraq. The loving, kind man that I sent off returned a shell. And there were times when I could tell you, I could look into his eyes and think that his soul was gone. There was a stark emptiness.
All too often casts a blind eye on the needs of our returning veterans. More to the point is the fact that we have veterans from Iraq and Afghanistan who are homeless. It's not just a national embarrassment, it's inexcusable, and it is deplorable.
But in the years that transpired between the beginning and now, it became evident to Operation Stand Down that there was a critical need for housing for homeless veterans. But not just a building, not 4 walls, not just a roof over their head. There is a problem, and our resources must be dedicated to them. We need the help of the federal government. We need the help of the state government. We need our military services as they separate airmen and other military members into the community, that they make sure that the support is there for them.
My role tonight is to tell you about the day-to-day operations of a military family. Now realize that the Army and Air Force fight wars differently. The Army, or Air National Guard, they deploy for 1-year intervals. The Air National Guard, which I'm a member of, deploys anywhere from 4 to 6 months intervals, however we go a little more often. Both services face similar challenges associated with leaving and returning. Now, as you heard, I'm a military member and also married to another pilot who's deployed right now. So I've seen both sides of the coin. I've been the one to leave, which is much easier than staying home, and I've been the one to stay home.
One of the issues that really stuck with me, and a number of people have brought up, was the multiple corps issue. That we have soldiers, men and women, going back again and again. I guess I'd go to the mental health group over here and ask the impact of that Are soldiers being redeployed with PTSD? And what does that mean?
My son is
You and I shared some of the same territory together. I was with the 861st for 82 through 94 or so.
Oh, really?
And then I did tactical communications.
Oh, yeah?
And then I went to stock headquarters, and then I ended up going with the 118th MB Battalion.
Oh, yeah?
And got deployed with them in Iraq in 2003.
My pleasure. How you doing,
so
brother?
I want to say thank you for your service, too.
Thank you, brother.
And